G'day guys, it's Tom here with MYT Solar. The sun's finally out here in the Pacific Northwest and we're excited to show you another walkthrough video today of this 280 kVS, and I want to talk about exactly why on this particular build. If you've watched a lot of our builds, you'll notice that we usually put the equipment under the bed. In this situation we did not put it under the bed, and I'll show you why and what we did. We're super happy with this one. So the 280 kVS is one of the longest bumper pulls that Outdoors RV makes, and it is just honestly so beautiful back here, this living space. But that's not what we're here to talk about. So you'll notice the bedroom is also pretty roomy, and what you'll notice is we've got an east to west bed, if you will. If we think about where our solar equipment would normally go, we take a look under here. You can see pretty similar in design as the beds that we usually use. However, this bed is on a slide. So this whole box slides forward and out every time we bring this slide in and out. And if you can think about the amount of cables that it takes for a solar install like I'm about to show you, doing it in the slide is just asking for problems. Thinking about this kind of constraint, I had to think about where else we might put the install for this 280 kVS. We've done a few 280 kVSs. Typically what we've done is we've been able to get the batteries in this hamper right here. When the fireplace hasn't been optioned, we've been able to get a battery in here. 3 of the 24 volt Victron batteries, so huge batteries, which is nice to have them in this kind of somewhat climate controlled environment. Another option we thought about for this install was reusing some of this space, kind of pulling these drawers out, maybe even eating into this nice big closet space. But obviously this is prime space, and the floor of this closet is not as structural as obviously the actual subfloor of the RV, and we always like to have those batteries, those heavy batteries with the bumps and the inertia. We like to have them sitting on some very solid ground. So I'll show you what we did. So I don't know whether it's the fact that I'm responsible for most of the outside stuff when we're camping, but I typically find pass-through space to be a very premium space for things like, you know, sway bars and sewer gear and all that kind of outside stuff that you really need easy access to. So typically that's why we've done batteries inside on this 280 kVS on our normal builds. The customers in this case specifically wanted everything in the pass-through and not eating into that any interior space. So we had to use up a good chunk of their pass-through, but we're super happy with how clean and honestly kind of perfect this install turned out. It's a really big system. We've got the brand new Victron 24 volt 200 amp hour NG batteries. These are their next generation, I guess the NG stands for. Better balancing. They communicate a little better with the BMS and everything. They're just a much kind of refined battery. 200 amp hours at 24 volts. So if we're thinking about a 12 volt equivalent, that means that each one of these is about a 400 amp hour battery, which means they've got essentially 1200 amp hours of capacity to pair nicely with that 2500 watts of solar. So the new Lynx BMS, Smart BMS NG, Lynx distributor, 150-100 charge controller. They also opted for us to install a secondary solar port, which you'll be able to see right here at the front. So we build these little Anderson connector solar ports right here, which is tied into that other charge controller that you saw in there, which means when they plug in their external panel, even with 2500 watts on the roof, it's really nice that this trailer, they can put 400 watts worth of briefcase panel out in the sun on a 30-foot lead and just be adding to the system. And they'll see that because it's a Victron system, fully Victron system, they'll see that harvest split. They'll say, okay, we're getting this much from the roof right now and this much from our ground panel, we're getting this much in total. So it's just a really nice add-on. Back in here, just all the other little Victron gizmos, the Servo GX, the MultiPlus 2 here because it's a 50 amp rig. So they've got 2 air conditioners on the roof. We put a soft start in both of those. Probably not both of them at the same time from the batteries. Either one, they can run either one from the batteries and probably get some pretty good runtime out of it with all of that solar. So obviously being in this closed pass-through is always a consideration with heat and things like that. It's possible, you know, to crack this door just to add a little bit extra ventilation in, but of course we put our active ventilation in, so we've got a Ruby tag Bluetooth temperature sensor there speaking to the fans, and they're triggered to come on at about 90 degrees. So at 90 degrees, those extra fans, the MultiPlus has its own fans, but we added 1 fan moving air in and 1 fan moving air out of the interior living space of the RV. So if that's nice and air conditioned, you've got 70 degree air in there, you can be bringing that 70-degree air in through these fans and pushing it out. But overall, I'm just super stoked with how this one looks. It's nice to have a big, open, different box, which we don't always have, but everything here looks really good. So one of the things that I really like about the way we do our panels is we tend to always provide a nice walking path through the roof. So with the rail, 2500 watts, we've got 10 250 watt solar panels up here, and we're still able to get around. Plenty of clearance around the air conditioner if you ever needed to work on it. So these guys were able to keep the wine guard. We've got, here they are right now. Here they've just turned up. Very excited to show them this one. And of course the two ACs, and still just plenty of room to get around. So great that we can make this kind of room and still have 10 solar panels up here. So we put 2500 watts on this 280 kVS, as you've seen upstairs with the panels. It's a lot of panels, and what's really awesome, it's gonna shoot me in the foot right now because it's kind of a half cloudy day here today. But what's really awesome is that we've seen numbers over 2000 watts here on the Touch 70 screen, which is just a great amount of power. Well and truly going to cover the usage of one air conditioner during those peak sun hours, which is awesome. We typically tell our customers, you know, it's going to be a full range of what you can expect to see here from that array. We're in the range of 65 to 85% of what we've got on the roof is kind of the numbers that we'll see. But this is awesome. The Touch 70, we got it right here next to the other controls, which wasn't a small amount of effort, but it really fits everything else. Thanks for watching. We'll have more of these videos coming out soon, a few other interesting ones as we work on our own rig. We're excited to kind of keep bringing you along on this MYT Solar journey. Subscribe if you can, just so you see our videos in the future, and the customers are here, so we better go give them their walkthrough and show them what we've done for them.